Yo, everybody, Sir Conver here for you with yet another weekly benchmark video. Um, if it seems like there's no light in my room, that's because there isn't any. Then I don't feel like doing much. I'll tell you right quick. Failed again on the 20. On the 24th day, like I thought. I submitted my drawing on DeviantArt at 12 o'clock instead of fucking 11:59 like I normally do, so I was a minute late. And now the 5th streak is over and I'm in the 6th streak now. And I absolutely gotta tell you, I don't like the 6th streak at all. It's what I would call not the best kind of allocation to be in, to say the least. But it is what it is. I gotta keep going, and hopefully streak 6 will just implode at some point. I'm gonna try new measures to combat the constant failure on my rate. I think over the last 80 days I've failed 5 times, whereas my previous first streak was 600 days. And that's because every streak, I add more things onto my work schedule, I add more things to draw, and I add new rhetoric. And it's honestly taken a lot out of me, I'm not gonna lie. To even keep up with these kind of formations, it takes me 2 to 3 hours, whereas before it took me an hour to draw. And, you know, sometimes I could even just whip out what I already got, and I wouldn't be none the wiser. And then I would look back at it and say, God, this is awful. Now I can literally see the problems before I even submit them, so I can't even say that anymore. It's crazy. In fact, I think I'm losing brain cells with how hard it is to keep up. I've decided to skimp on a few things and focus on drawing first. However, that hasn't worked. I've decided to get proper sleep. That's what's caused me to backfire multiple times. Getting constant, good sleep. Can you fucking believe it? It's ridiculous. Getting good sleep is a thing that's fucking me over. Every time. Today as well. I went to sleep at like 9 o'clock. I slept until 6:30. You know? That's like 9 hours. Fuck's sake. I was supposed to only have 5. Getting good daily sleep has really destroyed everything I have mental-wise and time-wise. I have 4 hours and 24 minutes left in the day. And that doesn't feel like nearly enough for some reason. Why? I don't fucking know. I just wanna... I don't want to think about time constraints. I just want to draw. You know, but I don't want to draw because I always get flustered. And I always feel self-conscious when I draw. So I don't know if I want to draw, but I want to draw because I have to draw. And if I don't draw, then I fail. And I failed 5 times. So at this point, I'm starting to lose my fucking mind. I don't know what to do at all. It's a constant state of just being here and saying, it is what it is, and then still somehow failing. Can you believe it? I certainly can. I've been putting in more work than ever. I've been trying to make it work more than ever. And you know, it still doesn't work. So at this point, I'm really wondering what's going on. So anyway, I'm now choosing a life of simpler rhetoric, to say the least. I'm gonna choose to go with the standard. It is what it is. In Cancole, I'm gonna cut off half of my manual procedure and just set it aside for the latter half. That'll give me some more time. I'm gonna try to start drawing first before I do anything else. That'll give me some time. I'll try doing it ahead of time. I don't know. I'm trying some new procedures. Don't know if they'll work. I'll let you know how that goes. I don't even know if I'll follow through. Anyway, for the review, undoubtedly misaligned. I felt really bad about this one, but it was really quick and I like that. The output. I like the results. It was pretty swell. Outward foul, I had no time. I went for a simplistic design. Derogatory, nowhere. I was still really burnt out. I went for a simplistic design. Overslept, overindulged, I was really burnt out. I went for a very simplistic design. You can see a going trend, which shows why I fucking failed. But then, I tried making up for it by going for an overly complicated design. With a new coloring method. For this one, I felt it went pretty well, so I started using the new coloring method compared to the old coloring method, which always had these, you know, these little whites in the between because I was using paint bucket. Now I'm using multi-layered underside, multi-layered full color layering for the characters, and I've started doing that ever since. It's been a process to learn it, to do it effectively at a quick pace, but however, I've subsisted. This one is more a contribution to say how well multi-layering works when you know how to use it, so I did pretty well on this overall with the coloring. The outward design, really not what I was looking for at all. Like, there are some major flaws in the outward design, but the coloring looked good to me. This one, I felt really good about this one. You know, it's not really a design people like, but I feel like the way I colored it and the way the pose looks, pretty well off, honestly. And weird sequence. I somehow got caught up in the sauce on this. I went way too much on the shading, even though there's basically no shading to be fucking seen. It's all minute, really, shading. As a result, it took way too long, and I submitted at 12, and the streak's over. I have to restart, and now it's a 6th streak. I'm perpetually telling you, it's something, to say the least. As you can see here, critical failure. We're starting from 0. So, yeah, I got the sketch down for my character already. Don't know if it'll work really well, however, I'm gonna definitely try. I'm gonna definitely try. Anyhow, that's all I got. It's been another streak reset. I'm losing continuously more will to go on every time. However, I'll keep going because I have to, because I must, because it is what it is. There's ups and downs, and someday maybe I'll get a hang of it. It'll just take a few years. And if it takes a few years, it takes a few years. So what? What I was doing before wasn't much different. Wasn't much better. In fact, it was probably way worse. So anyway, this has been Sirgomper here for you with yet another weekly benchmark video. Sorry about the Debbie Downer kind of feeling. Quote. Allegory. Metaphorical phrase. That kind of stuff. I tried. And I'll keep trying going into the future. So, until next time or something, I'll see you all later. Thanks so much for watching.